Hello everyone, welcome to Sources classes. So in this video again we'll be continuing off our discussion with respect to the questions pertaining to the what is the quantitative aptitude section of the paper. So like we said in the previous videos as well, there was no unexpected questions that have been asked in the quantitative aptitude section of the paper, but the thing is that the question itself were quite calculation intensive. So the kind of question that we'll be focusing on in this video are basically relation based questions, basically relation between two variables p and q. So what, let's take a look at the question, read the instruction, and then subsequently try and solve these questions in general. Okay, so let's take a look. In each of the questions, two equations 1 and 2 are provided. On the basis of this, you have to find out the relation between P and Q. So 1, if P equal to Q, or the relation cannot be established. 2, if P greater than Q. 3, if P is less than Q. 4, if P is greater than equal to Q. 5, if P is less than equal to Q. Okay. So let's start off with number 56 first. So one is 3p plus twice q equal to 19, okay, and another being p plus q equal to 8. So let's do something. Let us try and solve this particular equation. Let me multiply the second equation by 2, so it will have 2p plus 2q equal to 16, and subtract the same. So if you subtract the same, it will come out to be p equal to 16 minus 90. The p will be come out to be 3, and therefore q will come out to be 5. So small q would come out to be 5. So here for number 56, q is greater than p. So for this one, we'll have number q is greater than 3. So for 56, number 3, that is this one, q is greater than p. Now let's take a look at 57. For 57 is given, first being 10q square plus 19q plus 9 equal to 0, and another one being what do we have? Yeah, 13p square minus 2p minus 11 equal to 0. Okay, let me try and solve both this equation. This first equation here, q square plus 19q plus q, or plus 9, sorry, plus 9 equal to 0. So this can be written as q square plus 10q plus 9q plus 9 equal to 0. That is, what we can have is q plus 1 and 10q plus 9 equal to 0. So therefore q equal to minus 1 and minus 9 by 10. Okay, so this is the value of q. Similarly, if we take a look at p, so for p we can actually have 13p square minus 13p plus 11p minus 11 equal to 0. So p, which can be further written 13p plus 11 and p minus 1 equal to 0. So therefore p will be 1 or minus 11 by 13. Okay, so now let us compare both these values. Okay, let's compare both these values. If q is minus 1 and p is 1, p is greater than q. If q is minus 1 and p is minus 11 by 13, again p is greater than q. If p is minus 19 by 10, q is 1, again it is greater than q, p is greater than q. And if p is minus 9 by 10 and p is minus 11 by 13, it is 0.9, and this one would come out to be 11 13.1. Yes, again p is greater than q. So in all the four cases, four roots, we have p is greater than q. So for this particular thing, 57, p is greater than q. So that is 57 will be 2. I hope this is clear to you how we actually came out with the solution of the same. We simply checked out four roots and subsequently solved the same. Okay, so with that said, let's move to the next one. Let's focus on 58 now. Okay, so if we take a look at 58, first is 2p square plus 3p minus 5. Okay, so what we can actually write here is that 2p square minus 5p plus, or no, plus 5p minus 2p minus 5 equal to 0. Therefore, p can be written as p minus 1 into twice p plus 5 equal to 0. Therefore, p being 1 or minus 5 by 2. Okay, so we have the following value for p. And if we take about the second equation, it says 2q square plus 11q plus 15 equal to 0. Therefore, we can write 15 to the 30, so we can represent the same as 30. So how we can write? So 2q square plus 5q plus 6q plus 15 equal to 0. So this can be written as q plus 3, 2q plus 5 equal to 0. So therefore q equal to minus 3 or minus 5 by 2. Okay. So here, if p is 1 and q is any of this value, p is greater than q. If p is minus 5 by 2 and q is minus 5 by 2, p is equal to q. Okay. Other than that, we don't see any possibility. So here p will be greater than equal to q for 58. So this will be number 4. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. Let's move to 59 now. First one we have 2401p square equal to p minus 2. Okay, so what we can actually write is 2401 equal to 1 by p to the power 4, right? Therefore p to the power 4, 1 by 7, simply took the reciprocal, 1 by 7 to the power 4. So therefore p is 1 by 7. Okay, p is 1 by 7. Again, from the 2 we have 7, p plus q equal to 2. Okay, so here p we already know is 1 by 7, so 7 into 1 by 7 plus 7q equal to 2. So q again would come out to be 1 by 7. Okay, so therefore p is equal to q. So here for 59 it will be p is equal to q, that is 1. Okay, I hope this is clear how we came about with the solution of the thing. Said that, let's move to the last one. So number 60, if we focus on, so it's given p square minus 3p plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so this can be written as p square minus 2p minus p plus 2 equal to 0, that is p minus 1, no, p, yeah, p minus 1 into p minus 2 equal to 0, therefore p equal to 1 and 2. Similarly, q square minus 7q plus 10 equal to 0, simply given q square minus 5q minus 2q plus 10 equal to 0, this can be written as q minus 2 q minus 5 equal to 0, that is q being 2 and 5. So here if p is 1, q is 1 or 2 or 5, so q will be greater than p. If p is 2 and q is 2, so p will be equal to q. So apart from this there is no other condition. So here q will be simply greater than equal to p, or p will be less than equal to q. Okay, so option 5. For number 16. So I hope this is clear to you how we came out with the solution of all these questions. In case you are having any difficulty, try and go through the entire video multiple times so that you can get a clear idea on how we came about solving the same. So with all that said, if you wish to get the full solution of the paper pertaining to the verbal, logical reasoning and the quantity aptitude section, everything in general, I suggest you contact us via the details pertaining to the words that are given in the description section of the video. You can call us, text us, WhatsApp us, and the medium for the same, links and numbers and website details of the same are given in the description column of the video itself. So kindly go through that, and if you have any kind of difficulty with your preparation of the examination in general, kindly feel free to contact us as well. Having said that, if you are having any difficulties, try and go through this video as many times as possible so that you will get a general idea how to go about solving the same, and then go ahead and solve this question on your own, keeping this video as a reference. So if you, again, lastly, if you like the video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel so that we can keep coming up with relevant content such as this further down the line as well. And having said all of that, we'll be continuing our discussion pertaining to the quantitative aptitude section of this paper, and subsequently other verbal reasoning section, logical reasoning and the RZ sections in the subsequent videos as well. So with all that said, I'd like to wind up the video and I'm signing out. Thank you so much.